Okay, what we're going to do is we're here live, real time. We don't know who won yet, so remember, we're waiting for them to read the cards. Round 12 just ended. It's, my Russian Denis Lebedev is, what is he? 29-2 with 22 KOs. I remember that stoppage. The only loss he has is to Guillermo Jones, and that was because of, when he, broke his face. Notable fights, Latif Quixote, Marco Hook, Roy Jones Jr., I remember that, old James Toney. And now, he's fought a kid who's 23 years old in Murat Gassiev. Now, for American fans, you probably think, I've seen him somewhere before. Well, he is an Abel Sanchez fighter. He spars with Gennady Golovkin. In fact, Golovkin is there right now. He's even also fought on a Rock Nation card. I believe it was Canelo versus Cotto. I don't remember. I know it was a Rock Nation card. But basically, he's been around. Now, the issue with this fight is Denis Lebedev went down to a mean body shot in round. Paul Smith has it 114. The brother of Liam and Caleb Smith. David Caldwell has it 115-112. He's the trainer of David Hay. And that's for Lebedev. And who's the other commentator's card? I didn't see it. But me personally, I'm going with Murat Gassiev. But here's the thing. I got to watch it again. It's all real time. So let's listen and see who won. I don't know if they're ready yet. But Lebedev is a tough son of a bitch. Not being disrespectful. We're waiting. Shh. Oh, please subscribe. This is TstreeT Controversy, TstreeT Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. All the links to my social media are right down below in the description box. This fight deserves a rematch. And really, depending on who, I don't really, this fight can go to either one of them. But one thing that I can say is that Murat Gassiev didn't finish strong. Lebedev was dead tired, but he didn't. He turned up his punch output to the hand, but what got him where he was the consistent body attack. And even though he was only mainly throwing one punch to the body, the left hook to the body, it seems as though he stopped throwing it with the same frequency. He was more focusing on knocking Lebedev out, and we know Lebedev's got a chin. So it's like, he tired. Continue to beat his body. And then when he went down to the body shot, he didn't look like he wanted to get up. But then, and then he got up, and you saw that, I would say maybe 5 or 6 clean left hooks went to the body, and he was just circling around. I'm talking about he was on his Keith Thurman Sean Porter bike. He was on his, he had one of them Tron bikes. Lebedev was gone, He was gone. Not to the intensity of when Keith Thurman, when his ponytail was all flopping in the air and his arms was, Shh.
First score is 114-113, Lebedev. 116-112, Gassiev. 116-111 to the winner by split decision. And new cruiserweight champion of the world.
Well, he is Russian too. 116-111. I have an issue with that. But every round, was close, and every round was close. But you know, that's boxing. This is clearly it clearly should be a rematch. The cruiserweight division is very interesting. It doesn't get a lot of talk here in the United States because we don't get a lot of cruiserweight fights. Al Heyman at PBC has been trying. Let's listen to what he has to say, and hopefully we can get it translated.
Gassiev is a southpaw former amateur star, having struck gold at the Beijing Olympics. Big things were expected when he turned pro, but a couple of KO defeats have really changed his progress.
They went away from the post-fight interviews. But anyway, that just messed everything up. I forgot my train of thought. But oh yeah, talking about the American heavyweights. Cruiserweights. You have a very good fighter, Ukrainian fighter, close friends with Vasyl Lomachenko, amateur sensation, Alexander Usyk. He's he looks like a vampire a little bit, but he has a lot of movement, and we really don't know how he is as a power puncher just yet, because if I'm correct, he only has 10 wins or 10 fights, and we still don't really know who he is yet. And then we know how Vasyl Lomachenko just developed into who he's going to be, even though he only has, 8 fights under his belt. But we've seen how fast he's involved. So I'm interested to see how Usyk evolves next week on, not next week, the week after, on the undercard of Joe Smith. I don't remember. But I'm going to do a preview video on it. Also, you got Tony Bellew, who's right now fighting at heavyweight against David Haye. It's going to be interesting to see what he does, because he's the underdog to lose. To that fight, he's the underdog to lose to David Haye. But the good thing is, if he loses, he can still go down and be cruiserweight champion. But his mandatory is going to be Maurice Breedis, and then the WBC might hit him with you got to fight Gregory Drox too. I forgot how to pronounce his name. So they might hit him, you got to fight 2 mandatories now, back to back. You got Marco Hukas, who was back on his way up. We got Denis Lebedev, who of course just was defeated, and truth be told, over in Russia and in the UK and even in Scotland and Ireland, they're much more passionate about the sport of boxing than we are in the United States. I don't know what happened, but boxing as a sport is not dying. It's just here in the United States, something's going on, So I can go on all day about what I think is going on or whatever the case may be, but that was a big money fight over there. And those boxing events over there have all the corporate business people. If you notice, everybody's wearing suits. They have like these, middle of the fight, in between fight musical numbers and, crazy magic tricks with magicians and, people, it's crazy. But it's much more of a spectacle over there. So therefore, a Lebedev versus a Gassiev 2, or in this case, a Gassiev versus Lebedev 2, unless one of, excuse me, but unless one of our American promoters, sign him up because he got a couple belts now, and then, they fuck everything up. But that fight should not be difficult to make. So I think Lebedev versus or in this case, not Gassiev versus Lebedev 2. Damn it, what the fuck is going on? Let me turn this off. Should happen, because with the promoter of Lebedev, Rabinsky, he don't fuck around. So I think it should happen. I got a couple of more things to do. As y'all can see, I've been pumping out videos all day, getting back into the grind. I'm talking about I slept like 2 hours. But we still got the Billy Joe Saunders fight to cover. I think there's some type of fight coming on. Where's my list at? Yeah, the Billy Joe Saunders fight. Put out a couple more videos, and then we done for the day. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. Please subscribe. All the links to my social media right down below in the description box. Website launching Christmas Day, but some people have told me that you may have IT problems on that day, but we're going to, we might do it on Christmas Eve. We'll see. Please please subscribe.